So if you're local to Morristown, one of the big conversation topics over the past couple of years has been the Parks Belk building in downtown. Of course, if you live here, you know that there was a fire. It burned down, caused a huge mess that had to be cleaned up, bricks everywhere. And now the other building that was adjoining it is suffering from dilapidation as well. So everybody's asking, like, what's going on with that? I thought that guy was going to demolish that building and develop this and do that. Well, yeah, he didn't. He's kind of went incognito and is not answering anybody from the Hamblen County or the city of Morristown government. But there was a foreclosure auction that was supposed to take place last week at the Hamblen County Courthouse for this property, because obviously he's not been making the mortgage payments. But a surprise development happened that has postponed the foreclosure. The delay was triggered by the late filing of an additional lien by a company called Integrated Project Delivery Partners, and it was for about $540,000. That is even higher than the property purchase price in 2023 of $350,000, while the building was still standing. The lien is a mechanic and materialman lien. So this is usually filed when a contractor has done work on a property, but then they haven't been paid. So its purpose is to protect any of the unpaid workers. So it's unclear how exactly there was any labor done to have this mechanics lien filed. But the most interesting part of this whole story is that Integrated Project Delivery Partners is owned by David Silverstein, who is the owner of the Parks Belk building and the Bradley's building. So he's the CEO of both companies. So essentially, Silverstein placed a lien against himself through the use of his corporation. We're not real sure what that's going to play out to mean. Like, everybody's thinking he's just trying to maneuver this legally so that he didn't get foreclosed on. My thought is, if you don't want the property, then sell it. But apparently he can't sell it until he takes care of all the code violations that he has accumulated from the city of Morristown. So he's not communicating with the city at all right now, and the property continues to fall into decay. He had been paying the violation fines, but they are going to look at it in the court system to see how valid this lien is, and can they start charging him more frequently for the code violations that he is obviously not making any effort to take care of. What are your thoughts on that whole thing? I know I see it in Facebook groups all the time. People are like, what's going on with that? Why hadn't the city of Morristown put a stop to these buildings just being sitting there in decay? Well, they're trying, but obviously there's channels that have to be followed. That's kind of the update. Is they did plan on having a foreclosure auction to sell the property off, but that got delayed due to a mechanics lien filing by one of David Silverstein's other companies. So what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments.